Men think that as they get older, their attractiveness fades. Society often pushes this idea that youth equals beauty, and many guys start to believe it. But here's the reality: true attraction doesn't fade with age, it evolves. For women, what becomes attractive in a man over time isn't just about a wrinkle free face or a full head of hair. It's the quiet confidence, the maturity, the wisdom, and the sense of security that only years of experience can bring. In fact, many women admit they feel more drawn to older men because of how grounded and self assured they are. Think about it. Younger men might bring energy, but older men bring presence. They listen differently, they walk differently, they carry themselves in a way that demands respect without saying a word. And whether you realize it or not, these subtle qualities often make you more magnetic than you give yourself credit for. So, in this video, we're going to break down 8 powerful signs that you're a good looking older man, even if you don't think so. By the end, you might see yourself in a whole new light. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Also, hit that like button to support the channel and drop a comment below sharing which of these signs you've noticed in your own life. Your story might just inspire someone else. Sign 1: younger women feel comfortable around you. This is one of the biggest giveaways. If younger women seem at ease talking to you, laughing around you, or even sharing personal stories, it's not just friendliness. Why? Because women are naturally cautious about who they let close. When they feel relaxed in your presence, it's often because your energy is attractive and non threatening. Instead of having to prove yourself like younger men often do, your calm presence creates safety. Pay attention. Does she hold longer conversations with you? Does she really listen to your stories or opinions? That's because younger women are often drawn to the maturity and emotional stability older men provide. Sign 2: you get compliments on your style or grooming. You might think people are just being polite when they say, "nice jacket," or "that beard looks sharp." But here's the psychology: women often notice and compliment what they're attracted to. It could be your clothing, your haircut, your cologne, or even how well kept your beard looks. Small details tell her something bigger. This man takes care of himself. And in female psychology, if you can take care of yourself, you can also take care of her. So when you start hearing compliments about your appearance more often, don't brush them off. That's a subtle sign your looks are catching attention. Sign 3: women give you lingering looks. Here's something most men overlook: eye contact. When a woman holds your gaze longer than normal or lets her eyes scan you, it's not by accident. Psychologists call this a prolonged gaze. It's a nonverbal invitation, a way of signaling interest without saying a word. If she locks eyes with you and doesn't immediately look away, that's attraction at work. Sometimes it's not even about your face, it's your presence, the way you walk into a room, the way you carry yourself. Women notice that confidence and strength, and they can't help but look a little longer. Sign 4: you're often approached for advice or help. If women, or even people in general, come to you for guidance, that's not just about your wisdom. It's a subtle sign of trust and respect, which in psychology are deeply tied to attraction. Women value experience. When they ask you about work, life decisions, or even personal struggles, it shows they see you as capable and dependable. The way you listen before you speak, the way you think before giving an answer, these qualities stand out in older men. They signal emotional maturity, something women find incredibly appealing compared to impulsiveness or immaturity. Sign 5: you have a confident, relaxed presence. Confidence is magnetic. And here's the good news: you don't have to try too hard to have it. With age comes a certain calmness. You don't need to brag. You don't need to seek validation because you already know who you are. Women pick up on that immediately. They notice how you can enter a room quietly, but still command respect. They notice that you don't get rattled easily. That energy feels safe and powerful, and it makes you attractive in a way that's hard to fake. Remember, loudness isn't confidence. True confidence is quiet, relaxed, and grounded. That's what makes women drawn to you. Sign 6: you get subtle compliments on your fitness. Now, you don't need a six-pack to be attractive, but if you're in decent shape for your age, walking regularly, hitting the gym, or just staying active, people notice. Maybe she says, "You look really good for your age," or "You seem so energetic." That's not just a casual remark, it's admiration. In psychology, physical fitness is tied to vitality and health. A man who looks after his body signals longevity, strength, and discipline. And for women, that makes you incredibly appealing because it shows you still have energy, drive, and life in you. Sign 7. Women laugh at your jokes, even the bad ones, especially the bad ones. If she's giggling at jokes you know aren't that funny, she's not just being polite, she's signaling attraction. One of the clearest indicators of chemistry is laughter. It lowers defenses, releases feel good chemicals, and creates bonding. And when a woman likes you, she'll often laugh more than usual around you because it's her way of showing interest while keeping things light. And here's the bonus: if you can laugh at yourself too, it shows you're secure. That kind of humor and self assurance is a huge green flag for women. Sign 8. You notice subtle flirting gestures aimed at you. This is where most older men miss the signals. Women don't always flirt boldly. It's often graceful and subtle. She might adjust her hair while talking to you, lightly brush your arm, or mirror your movements without realizing it. Maybe she lingers after a conversation, keeps making eye contact, or flashes a playful smile after complimenting you. These are classic attraction signals. They're not random. They're her way of showing interest without putting herself at risk of rejection. If you've noticed women doing these things around you, it's not in your head. It's attraction in action. And there you have it. 8 signs that you're a good-looking older man, even if you don't always see it yourself. Remember, attractiveness isn't about competing with younger guys or chasing trends. It's about owning who you are, carrying your life experience with pride, and letting your confidence and presence speak louder than words. If some of these signs resonated with you, then chances are women already notice things about you that you've been overlooking. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs have you noticed in your own life? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. And if this video gives you a new perspective, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a confidence boost. Because at the end of the day, your value doesn't fade with age, it matures. And that's exactly what makes you magnetic.